space and need to breathe.
You're also going to perform at the Rother Bluestage in March or April. You've been performing there, so that means the people that are going to come to your show will see, in a way, a different show?
It depends when was the last time they saw me. I mean, every year it changes a little bit by bit, but there's no drastic changes in terms of everything that I do to progress. It always moves bit by bit. So when I first added keyboards, I think people were like, ooh, he's got keyboards, not sure about that. But then people are like, oh yeah, it's not that different, it's just with keyboards. And then my songwriting has changed in my songs, but I think people generally come and see us most years we come out. So I think people are used to the transition.
It's going to be 6 years next year since the last time you performed at Rother. Yeah. So I guess it will be, for those people who saw you in 2008 and going to see you...
It will be different, yeah. It will be different. I mean, it's interesting because on Monday I played in Bonn and Thomas Roof came along. And I've not seen Thomas since 2008. And he just said, wow, it's so different. But it's great, you know, in a good way. He said it's improved everything about the performance and the music and the songs has improved, and it's enhanced with, you know, having the keyboards and the way you all interact on stage together. He was really pleased. So it is different for those people, but I think they'll like it.
Do you have any memories about this show back then with Eric Sardinas?
Is that the one it was? Wow. Yeah. I remember it vaguely.
I think you're playing so many shows, it's difficult to keep something in mind.
But I do remember the Eric Sardinas one, so yeah. Yeah, I remember it being a really good night. Great audience. Yeah, that'd be good to come back.
You've started out playing guitar being 8 years old, if I got it right.
Yeah, 8 years old.
And started learning, having a video by Eric Clapton?
Yeah, it was a video that I got when I was, I think, 1985. So, yeah, I got it when I was 9. And I was learning all the solos on this classical guitar with nylon strings. And I was trying to bend the strings, didn't work. Couldn't figure out, I thought it doesn't sound the same. Couldn't understand why. And then when I was 10, I got an electric guitar, a Strat copy, black one. And oh yeah, it sounds the same now. So yeah.
And who else were your main influences in young years?
Okay. Peter Green, Mick Taylor, Clapton, Freddie King, Albert King, B.B. King, Albert Collins, Martin Barr from Jethro Tull, Lindsey Buckingham, Fleetwood Mac.
So
there's so many, but yeah.
That explains already also the variety that you're presenting nowadays in a way, because they are all so different players.
Yeah, I mean, you know, Martin Barr is not talked about as much as Clapton or Peter Green, but he's a fantastic guitarist. He still is. I saw him about 3 months ago. He's still got it, you know. But just really melodic playing. And then Lindsey Buckingham, not a blues player at all, but a really nice melodic guitar style and always serving the song. So he would play the guitar, but it would fit into the song and it would never take over, which I always liked. I mean, the album that Fleetwood Mac did called Rumours, I still think is a fantastic album because it's got all the things that we spoke about earlier. It's got a variety. It's got, you know, soft songs, slow songs, fast songs, poppy songs, darker ones. You know, there's everything on there with some really nice guitar playing. So, yeah.
Is there anybody you would like to have on your list to have played with?
To have played with?
Who would you like to play with?
Who would I like to play with? I don't know. I'd like to play with B.B. King, Buddy Guy, those guys, like the older guys, the older generation. But you know, while they're still around, because I've got so much respect for them, and they're great. You know, the younger guys. I mean, Joe Bonamassa's doing amazingly well. He's a fantastic guitarist. I'd like to meet Joe Bonamassa. That'd be cool. I'd like to meet him.
You're going to meet Alan Nimmo in Rother of King. Right? They're performing with you, the Nimmo brothers.
Yeah, I know Alan and Stevie. Yeah.
So what about those festivals, when you're meeting other acts, maybe colleagues? How is it in the UK? Does it happen that somebody sits in?
Yeah, always. Yeah. If there's somebody around in the room and you know them, you get them up on stage and jam. It's what you do. You know, I mean, the Nimmo brothers played in my hometown in England about 6 weeks ago, and I went along and got up on stage with them. And if those guys came to my gig, I'd get them up. I played in Rother in Germany on Sunday, and Ryan McGarvey came along. So we got him up on stage and we had a jam.
So you should jam with King in Rhodes.
Oh, are they there as well?
The same evening. I don't know who's gonna start and who's gonna play second, but you're in the same hall the same night.
Yeah, well, I know all the guys. You know, Alan I know really well. You know, everybody in the Lindsay, the guy who plays bass in King, actually used to play bass in my band. Wayne, who plays drums, he used to play in my band. So we're all friends. It's like a big family, really. So yeah, I know them all really well. So. Yeah.
So hard work over 15 years now pays off in a way?
I think so, yeah. I mean, to be honest with you, at this point in my career is the best point I've ever had. The label that we set up is taking off. That's done really well. The album's been really well received. The shows that we do the attendances are higher than they've ever been. I'm just, yeah, it's great. I mean, you can't ask for any more than that, really. But yeah, I suppose maybe 15 years of work is, it's paying off. That it's all starting to get a bit easier.